Good evening. Once again, this is Commission Thursday, where we mobilize the church to come out of the church to step into the world, where every believer is a salt, every believer is a light, every believer is ambassador of the good news. For the past 2 weeks, we also talked about every believer is a carrier of the message of the good news. And last week, we talked about every believer has the message of the divine healing. And today we want to focus on one particular chapter in the Bible, and that is in the book of John chapter 4. I'll just paraphrase the whole chapter into a few nutshell, so I will point out the few highlighters. If you look at John chapter 4, the opening, we see Jesus Christ coming out of the comfort zone into the, instead of going along the way, he cuts through the Samaria, which was not, according to the culture, something that was not supposed to happen. Jesus Christ is breaking the boundary. And I know some of us are in the comfort zone in our churches and we are not witnessing because we are still limited in our boundaries. And I want us to emulate Jesus Christ, who is coming out of the boundary to reach out to the people. He's coming out to witness this message of the good news. I don't know what are your limitations. It might be a geographical limitation. It might be a background limitation. Any kind of limitation that has bounded you. You need to come out of this limitation to be a witness of this good news. Then Jesus Christ is meeting this woman, the woman at the well. And several things I like about this particular woman at the well. When we look at this woman, we are not told of her name. Her identity has been corrupted. And she's identified as a Samaritan woman at the well. And I know some of us probably we are not witnesses because our identity has been corrupted. Then another characteristic that comes out, this woman is going at the odd hour at the well to fetch for water because her reputation is not right. So probably you are not a witness because I don't know what's your reputation. I don't know the nickname that you're having. I don't know what you've been going through, the stigma that you're facing, that you cannot face people in public. So you are trying to look for the time that is well convenient with you so that you can go and do something where believers are, where the church is not around, because this is the issue that this particular woman is having. And one thing that amazes me, after Jesus coming out of the comfort zone and meeting this particular woman who has been going through an issue at the well, at the place they are fetching this particular water, Jesus begins the story with normal things. It's a normal, oh, this is how we worship. This is where my parents do 1, 2, 3. And I know we all have these platforms. In our spheres of influence, we have these stories that we can always use. And Jesus, in the midst of having this normal conversation, it might be a political conversation, it might be a sport conversation, it might be for the ladies who love soap operas and such things. Anything that you can see, Jesus uses that platform to share the message of the good news. Then Jesus revealed his identity. And once you reveal your identity, the heaven begin to back you up and signs and wonders begin to work. So Jesus revealed his identity and we see things begin to shift. From the normal conversation, we see a prophetic realm being elevated. And once they're in the prophetic realm, the woman begin to realize this is not a normal man. I've been looking for, I have 5 men and I have this, I'm looking for the 6th one probably, but there is still something unique with this particular man. And once we interact with Jesus Christ, we have a different identity because of what we have. So I don't know what's your story. This woman had a history, he had a past, and he was pinned down by his history. And some of us, I know, probably you are in church, probably you are watching this, and you want to go out for the world to know you. But when you look at your past, you look at your background, there is nothing that you can smile about. You look at it and you look down upon yourself. Today I want to tell you, once you have Jesus Christ in your life, he gives you the divine power that enables you to come out of your comfort zone and to share this and to proclaim this gospel to the outer people. The truth is, my world is paining. When I look at the news, I see the killing, there is something wrong. When I hear of the divorce cases, something is wrong. When I hear of what surrounds me, young people struggling with a lot of things, there is an issue. And the truth is, you are the person with the solution for the problem these people are going through. So this is my plea to the church. Please come out of the comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Share the faith with everyone. Once this woman had the message of Jesus Christ, she became an evangelist. She began to proclaim this gospel to the people who were around her. She began to call the people, come and see the man who has told me everything about me. Probably somebody is struggling somewhere and he's just waiting for somebody to come and tell him or her about this particular story. I don't know. Several nations, several business ideas are locked deep within you. Come out of your comfort zone. Reach out to this particular soul or a generation, and let's see what God will do through you. God is always present. Let's make him visible in our areas of influence, and be blessed.